Mega Audino Raid Day is this weekend in Pokemon Go. We're going to cover the details, the bonuses, 1 or 2 pro tips to help you guys maximize. We're even going to look at a counter guide, the new move update, but more importantly, is this Pokemon even worth your time and worth raiding this weekend? Let's find out. Shh. Kicking off with the when. Guys, this raid day is going to be taking place this Saturday, the 5th of April from 2 to 5 p.m. local time. During this 3-hour time frame, Mega Audino is going to be spawning all around your map with the following bonuses to all trainers. The remote raid limit pass is going to be increased to 20, and that's going to start on Friday the 4th at 5 p.m. and it's going to last all the way until Saturday the 5th at 8 p.m. but that's going to be PDT time. Just like it was for Mega Absol Raid Day, trainers are going to receive up to 5 additional free raid passes from spinning photo gyms or discs. Bear in mind, and a quick tip here, that if you don't do a raid before, that free raid pass is going to carry over, so you're actually going to be able to do 6 free Mega Audino raids. It's worth mentioning that once we complete these Mega Audino raids, we're going to get an encounter with Audino. That 100% IV in non-weather boosted weather is going to be 961, but the weather boosted 100% IV is going to be 1201, so a pretty easy one to remember. And remember, that is only going to be in partly cloudy weather because Audino is only a normal type. We're going to break down Mega Audino shortly, but you can upgrade this raid day experience with an event ticket for a total cost of $5, and this ticket on many raid days is probably the most bang for your buck because you're going to get an additional 8 free raid passes from spinning gyms or discs. You're going to get an increased chance to get rare candy as well as XL candy from raids. You're going to get 50% more XP from raid battles, and you're going to get double times the Stardust. 2 large tips surrounding here we're going to discuss at the end as well. A free timed research ticket will also be available to all trainers in this 3-hour time period. We can complete this timed research to get 10,000 Stardust, 1,000 additional Stardust for completing a raid battle for a total of 2,000 Stardust, and if you have the event ticket, you're going to get up to 3,000 Stardust and more. Whew. Let's look at that Mega Audino now. To do a full breakdown, it has a max CP of 2853, which already is pretty lackluster. It has an attack of 147, a defense of 239, and a stamina of 230. We can stop right here. Already looking at these stats, this Pokemon is most likely not going to perform well in PvP or in raids at all, but let's have a look at its moveset. The fast attacks it gets access to is Pound and Zen Headbutt, and the charge moves it gets access to is going to be Hyper Beam, Disarming Voice, as well as Dazzling Gleam. But stop. From this day and going forward, Mega Audino is going to be able to learn the move Moonblast, which does 110 power in trainer battles, and in gyms and raids it does 130 power, but will it affect things? Probably not, and we'll show you why at the end. Moving straight into our counter guide now. How do we take this thing down, and how many trainers are we going to need to take it down? Well, the best way to start is to look at its weaknesses. Mega Audino takes weaknesses from 2 different types, which is going to be Poison and Steel, but it also takes resist damage from Bug and Dark, and it double resists Dragon and Ghost. According to PokeBattler, this Pokemon might be the easiest Mega Evolution to take down in the entire game, so let's have a look at the counters you could use. The best Megas or Fusions you could use is going to be that Dustmane Necrozma with that Metal Claw and Sunsteel Strike. You can use Mega Beedrill. We talked about that Poison Attacker in the previous video coming in there with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb, and I would definitely throw in Mega Gengar there with Sucker Punch and Sludge Bomb too. The best Shadow counters you could use are definitely going to be that Shadow Metagross with the Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash combination. You could use Shadow Dialga if you did manage to get it from Giovanni with Metal Claw and Iron Head. You could use Shadow Excadrill, a much more budget Shadow Pokemon, and that's going to need Metal Claw and Iron Head. In terms of budget counters, we would definitely suggest using that Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. This one is less on the budget side, but if you do have Nihilego with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb, it's probably the second best poison type attacker in the game, so use that if you have it. We would definitely recommend using Excadrill with a Metal Claw and Iron Head, and an honorable mention for Rose Raid with that Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb combination too. But Mikey, how good is Mega Audino really? Are we going to be wasting our time? Well, to be 100% honest with you, during the research, and I was surprised to see this, although also not really, this Mega Pokemon, Mega Audino, is probably going to be the worst Mega in the entirety of Pokemon Go, which is incredible. But if you guys want to see how well something like a Mega Audino performs in the Fairy type category, for example, you can see that currently with that dazzling gleam, it isn't updated yet to that Moonblast, but it's currently taking the 66th spot, which is super disappointing. It doesn't even break into the top 50, which is incredibly lackluster. And we're not even gonna look at the normal type of things because they don't do super effective damage. So bottom line, when it comes to Mega Audino specifically, I would say the main reason you only wanna get this Pokemon is that it is a brand new Mega, the shiny is beautiful, but also I would say because of that fairy and normal typing, you definitely wanna try and get this thing at Mega level 3, because when something like a Go Fest comes around, or an event that really surrounds fairy types, this could be a very good Pokemon to use, because as we know, you can gather an incredible amount of candy as well as XL candy for that normal and fairy type when it does come around. So that is definitely something we should do. Whew. Now that all of that is out of the way, this is the real heartbeat of this video. What are these 2 pro tips that we are talking about? Especially if you are a new player and you're trying to get to level 31 to get access to that XL candy, listen very carefully. When you complete a Mega Raid this weekend, you're gonna get awarded 10,000 XP. If you pop a lucky egg during this day, every raid you complete, you're gonna get 20,000 XP. If you have the event ticket on top of this, because of that 50% XP bonus, you're gonna get 25,000 XP. But we're in the middle of the Stunning Styles event right now, and one of the main event bonuses there is going to be 2 times catch XP for catching Pokemon, which means with that lucky egg running, guys, you have the capability. On top of that 25,000, every Audino you catch connected to that raid is going to grant you about 4 to 4,500 XP, which means every raid you complete and complete the catch of Audino after the raid, you're going to get up to 30,000 XP per raid. And the fact that we can do up to 5 or 6 of these for free is an incredible opportunity for new players to think about it. In a 30-minute or call it an hour time frame, you could get up to, depending on how many you do, of course, you could get over 150,000 XP for absolutely free. Guys, that is insane. Well, it's not absolutely free because of course you would need to use that lucky egg, but I definitely recommend using that because as we know, XP gains is exactly what we need if you want to get to level 50, but it doesn't stop there. Remember, Audino is in fact, it is the highest yielding Stardust Pokemon in the game. Every Audino you catch is going to grant you 2,100 Stardust per catch. If you have a star piece running, and if you're very lucky and you have partly cloudy weather, I think it goes like over 4,000 per catch, which guys is insane. So if you're looking for Stardust and you can do this in like an hour time frame, and that's why we recommend to stay around 4 to 6 gyms and try and knock these out one after the other, literally in a half an hour or an hour time frame, just using 2 star pieces and 2 lucky eggs, you could really bank the Stardust. And of course, if you do have a Go Plus, try have that running in the background so you're gonna get extra XP as well as extra Stardust because of the star piece. Guys, honestly, these are little pro tips that a lot of the top players really make use of, especially if they do spend money. But even if they don't spend money, you can get Stardust as well as XP through special research and save them for days like this. This is an incredible opportunity. Do not sleep on this, as we say every video. As we did say, we're in the middle of the Stunning Styles event right now. We've covered everything and you guys seem to be loving that video. We dropped that on Monday night. Guys, hit that subscribe button, go with us. We appreciate you being here. Smash that like button and we'll catch you in the next one, baby. Remember, we got Tyrogue Hatch Day, of course, coming this Sunday, the day after this. We're gonna cover it. You know where to come. See you on the next one, baby.